Okay, we are now grouping. Anytime you have four terms, we have 3y minus 24 plus xy minus 8x. We group. And what that means is we group the first two, we group the last two. Make sure your signs go with the terms. So now I'm looking at my first set of parentheses. I ask myself, what can I pull out? And I see I can pull out a 3. When I pull out a 3, I'm going to be left with y minus 8. Now I'm looking at this second term. I want y minus 8. That is my goal. So I look and see, do I need to change this sign here? Does it need to be a plus? No, I want a minus there. Okay, so I don't need to pull out a negative. I need to pull out a positive something. Then I look. I can pull out an x. I pull out an x. Therefore, if I pull out an x, I'm left with y minus 8. Here's my terms now. I have this term and this term. I ask myself, well, what do they both have? They both have y minus 8. Therefore, if I pull out a y minus 8 here, I'm left with a 3. Pull out a y minus 8 here, I'm left with plus x. So my final answer is y minus 8 and then 3 plus x, which is choice C. All right, number 2, same thing. We have x to the third plus 8x squared plus x plus 8. We have four terms, we group. I group the first two, I group the last two. So in my first set of parentheses, I ask myself, what can I pull out? What do they both share? I can pull out an x squared. So if I pull out an x squared, I'm left with just an x here. And I'm left with plus 8. I want x plus 8 here. It already is x plus 8. There's nothing I can pull out, so what I need to do is pull out a positive 1, since I'm not really pulling anything out. So I'm left with x plus 8. Very important you put that there. Then I have this term, and I have this term. They both have x plus 8. Therefore, when I pull out x plus 8 here, I'm left with x squared. Plus, I pull out x plus 8 here, 1. So we get x plus 8 times x squared plus 1 as my answer, which is choice B. All right, and lastly, number 3 here, we have 2x plus 18 plus xy plus 9y. So we group the first two, group the last two. I look in my first set of parentheses. I need to ask myself, what can I pull out? I can pull out a 2. Therefore, I'm left with x plus 9. I want x plus 9 here. My sign is already plus, so I know I need to pull out a positive something. If I had to change that sign, I would pull out a negative something. Then I look, what else can I pull out? I can pull out a y. Therefore, if I pull out a y, I'm left with x plus 9. Now I have two terms. Here's one term, here's another term. Okay, they both have x plus 9. So I'm going to pull out x plus 9. When I pull out an x plus 9 out of here, I'm left with 2. Plus, when I pull it out of here, I'm left with my y. So we get a final answer of x plus 9 and then 2 plus y, which is choice D.